Good morning to you and welcome. It's Wednesday the 24th today. Here's a little story that came out and it's in the Mirror, and it's regarding sunak or truss, whichever one is going to be PM. Personally, I don't want either of them. They're both linked to organisations that we don't want in power because they've not been elected, and these two are going to be puppets for them and pushing their so-called agendas. Now, the interesting thing about this is the benefits of people, claimants, are yet again the targets. The Tories have made disabled people and benefit claimants the target for, well, forever. And they've been in power constantly for 12 years. And possibly there's been around 250,000 deaths. And can be attributed to and related to benefits and the lack of or the removal of. And this is not a made up number, this is actually proper data. The story was out last week. You may have missed it. Let's have a look at this. The interesting crackdown on benefit claimants. Both candidates have threatened a crackdown, with Rishi warning that he will be much tougher. Multi-millionaire, don't forget, multi-millionaire Sunak said he will tear up rules that put UC claimants on a light touch work search if they work more than 9 hours a week. If there are hours to do, if there's a job going, people should have to take the job, as opposed to just being able to stay on benefits, he claimed. And Truss responded, fix the benefit system, by saying that she would change the incentives under the benefit to push more people into work. Notice the wording, push and force, and all of the other psychological nudging that they do. You've heard about this for the last 2 years or so. They've been nudging, pushing and cajoling into forcing you to do stuff that you don't want to do. So their comments at the Tory leadership hustings in Belfast appeared to take the Tories' existing crackdown and push it further. Ministers have already announced changes to make UC tougher and sanction more people in the wake of COVID. That is despite campaigners raising fears about the changes, saying that the sanction system is overzealous. People fall through the cracks and are punished. So, firstly, people must now take jobs outside their expertise just 4 weeks after they claim, instead of 3 months. This launched in February, and nearly 110,000 people are now being sanctioned per month. It's just a way to claim money back, isn't it? To not pay out. Second, on September 26th, the light touch regime that Sunak was referring to will be narrowed. Light touch checks will only apply to people working more than 12 hours a week on minimum wage, rather than 9. This is going to be done by raising the administrative earnings threshold, below which claimants must still mount an intensive work search. Mr. Sunak, or Rishi has said that he wants to go much further and double this threshold to around £700 a month or 18 hours a week on minimum wage. It's all right for him having millions and millions of quid and a parliamentary income. He doesn't have to do that. Now, despite 41% of UC claimants already having a job, he told them, ultimately, it's your taxes and someone who works very hard taxes that have paying for that. Yeah. Well, let's talk about all the money that you wasted over the last 2 years, shall we? The billions of pounds that you wasted. You're not going to mention that, are you? Right now, there are more people claiming unemployment benefits than there are job vacancies in the economy. Yes. Just think about that for a second. And that's happening under a Conservative government. Truss's language was more subtle, but she hinted that there would be further tightening. The favourite for the Prime Minister, Truss, said there's a large number of people now across the United Kingdom who are economically inactive. And what we need to do is encourage those into work. Yeah, minimum wage. And then, and also we're facing businesses that have skill shortages at the same time. It's about changing the incentives in the benefit system. I thought that was the point of UC. I thought that was the whole thing about why Ian Degum had this to change the way that people have thought about benefits. They would get a job and be rewarded with top-ups. Clearly, they want you off benefits. There's a charity called Z2K Trust, and they have been saying about this. Over the past decade, DWP has become notorious for denying hundreds of thousands of disabled and seriously unwell people the benefits that they are entitled to. Last year alone, DWP lost or conceded more than 80% of the appeals made to an independent tribunal by those denied PIP. We hope that whoever becomes PM will scrap these demeaning assessments. Anyway, there we go. That's the story. Sort of, not unexpected that benefits will be targeted again. But just remember the billions of pounds that they wasted and given away to their mates. It beggars belief. Anyway, have a good day. I'll catch you next time.